Y'all getting it together? Oh my
Hello,
God. They're not
hello,
getting together for me.
hello. Wait, I should have my pom-poms. Welcome to Wow Wednesday. Women of wisdom. Women of Wisdom Wednesday at the Beauty Box for Him Women Empowerment and Bible Study. Me and Patty Payne, we are really excited because we have a special guest for you guys to meet. If you haven't already heard, we have things going on. And look, Patty Payne right here. Can you see it? Can you see it?
I see it.
Can you see it? Can you see it? We have 2 diaper drives going on in 2 different communities because we are covering babies. We're covering their bottoms and we're covering their souls in prayer because you know that we're all nonprofit Christian organizations and we're all about that life and it's never too early to start. I am so excited for you to meet this lady. Let me go and find us because I want to see this myself on Facebook. So ladies, pull it up so you can see what we're doing. Oh, I see us. Look at us. We're so cute. Okay.
Oh, do you see us? Let me get this off. Oh
and look, let's see. Who do we have on? Y'all say hello to our guest. We have
Pam.
Patty Payne, Pamela West, Joy Hardy. Hey, y'all. Hey. Oh, my battery's dying. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Okay, let me plug it in. So excited to start. So I am going to start real quickly by telling you guys about the Beauty Box for Him Women Empowerment and Bible Study. We are a safe place for women to come to learn to see themselves the way that God sees them as His masterpiece. We also are about knowing God, growing in our knowing, and showing Him to others. Yes, and Patty has our okay sign up because God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit have the world, and everything's okay no matter what it looks like. It's going to be okay. And we're also about that life of abundance because Jesus did come so that we could live a life more abundantly. So we have that 5 and 2, the loaves and the fishes. Y'all know about it. If you don't know, now you know. You will know. So I'm going to introduce our guest, and you give her a big round of applause. Say hello. And I know I'm going to butcher her name. And she says that sound is her pillow. I don't know.
No, it's gone. I don't have any more sound.
Oh, maybe it
sounds like a telephone feedback.
Oh.
Okay. Now I'm going to introduce our guest, Renee. How do you say your last name?
Arriaga.
Arriaga.
Unless you want to roll your R's.
We are so excited to have you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I am going to ask you, and y'all know Patty. Say hey, Patty. We're going to be asking you a question, and Patty, think of questions you might want to ask. But first, we're going to start off. Is that me? That can't be with me with that feedback. Wait, let me stop. Let me mute. Hey, it's not Patty. Hello. It's Renee.
Oh my gosh, I
turned off all the mics.
Muted. Okay.
So introduce tell us about you, your organization, and why you're excited that we partnered up.
Well, one, I thank you so much for dropping by last week and offering your service of having a diaper drive for us. It's always needed and necessary for our moms and babies. So I'm Renee Arriaga. I'm a nurse practitioner. I live in Manville. And about 3 years ago or so, I was sitting in a meeting and this lady walks in and she says, my heart is to help mothers and babies. And I'm thinking, what? We always talk about our same old thing. Where did mothers and babies come in? And it was a little from out, left field, but I had been praying for months and months. Lord, how are you going to use me? I'm ready for you to use my gift, skills, and talents. Let's do something. It's amazing. You pray for that for months, and then it felt like out of left field, she walked in. Debbie walked in. She's an older lady, and she just said she had a heart to help mothers and babies. So I just got thinking about that after a while, and I thought, how can I help you make this a dream a reality? And I had also been praying for months that God would use me, and so we thought that we could monitor pregnant ladies. And I thought, okay, I'm an NP. I can, measure the fundal height and make sure they don't have a UTI. What can I do? And I go, Debbie, we don't have any pregnant ladies in our congregation. What are we going to do? Who are we going to see? And then I thought of like advertising and trying to get pregnant moms. And that just seemed like, wow, that would be a big thing to reach out into the community. Why would I do that? And then years ago, like more than 10 years ago, I used to volunteer at the Downtown Pregnancy Help Center with Sylvia Johnson. And so did Jackie. And that's where I met Jackie. And then that was also during the time during all the Roe v. Wade thing going on. It was very tumultuous and all. So I thought to myself, I don't even know we have any pregnant ladies at church, but we can start a pregnancy center. So that's when it started. So I just suggested, let's start a pregnancy center.
And how long ago was that?
That was about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And
how did it actually happen? What happened?
Well, I'll tell you what, we had to get what we call an SUP permit here in Manville. They're big on permits and all these things.
What is that permit and what does that mean?
It's called a SUP. Well, somebody mixed it up with special use permit, but I think the S is for something different. Now it's been a few years and I'm trying to block it out. But I'll tell you what, I promise you, when you are going to do something that's kind of big out of the box, no one's ever done around here before. I've been here over 21 years, going on 22 years. We've never had anything like this. The enemy's going to fight you hard. And actually, there was a rumor going around town that I had an OR and I'm going to do abortions and all these things are going to happen. And then the city council saw that we had a certain code, governmental code, and under that code were two words amongst all the other words, and it was family planning. And someone said in the community, that's how Planned Parenthood got in here and to the communities and started doing what they were doing. So they freaked out and all these things. We had to go in front of the council a few times, and none of them voted for us at all.
Wow.
So anyway, we had a big kind of deal with our city, and then one of our previous mayor got to, as she called it, school the current mayor, and somehow we didn't need that SUP permit after fighting for like 8 months. So that was a God thing that saved us. And then we had construction, and then a whole bunch of things happened, and it took us over 2.5 years to open. So we opened February 9th of last year. So we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary. And in that time, we've seen over 120 clients, and we've done over 121 ultrasounds, probably more with today, but maybe 125 ultrasounds. But Jackie and I do it every day. We just let God lead us, and we help the moms and babies.
I think that's
great.
Isn't that amazing? That's more than ultrasound. I went to visit their facility, and it was so nice. Like, you go in, there's a room set up for the ultrasound. There's a couple of rooms set up for counseling. Can you hear that feedback really bad?
No, I can't hear any of it.
Can you hear it, Patty? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just do this real quick. Okay. So it's all set up so nicely. There are 2 rooms for counseling because, honestly, and I love that they don't have to be teenagers. Families, just whoever needs help. They can come there. They can get an ultrasound. They can talk to somebody about babies. They can learn. They get points for learning, and they get to go. Everything's free if they're willing to learn and get points and become better and participate. So she's going to tell you a little bit about that. So I just thought it was so neat. And I had put feelers out because, Patty, tell us how this all kind of got started. Tell us how it got started, because we were thinking, tell us. I like your story. I like the way you tell it.
On our organization, you're talking about, you're hearing the word. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then us doing the same ideas. Yeah. It always happens like that.
On the diaper drive. The diaper. So, it's coming on our 1-year anniversary, and I think that I felt like we needed to do a little commemoration of the event with a outreach program of something. Find something to do, and I prayed on it and see what is kind of near and dear to my heart, babies, of course. But pray about it and see if there's a leading to something. And I keep going to the Waller Pregnancy Care Center. I just fantastic group of ladies in there. But that was in my mind. But I didn't really say that to Cheryl. I just said we needed to, if it seemed appropriate, to have a outreach, and let's think about it and pray on it for a few days and see what we come up with. And when we got together, she said, well, I've thought of something, and she's telling me about this diaper drive. And I cracked up, because this is how it works with us. We hit on the same thing, and it was exactly the same thing in two different places. It was just awesome.
Tell them about your center too, because it's like exactly the same thing.
It is it's called, I had to get their whole name down because it's awesome. Waller Pregnancy Care Center and Family Way Empowerment. Family Way. I love that.
It even has the word empower in there.
And I'm like, empowerment. Come on. So these ladies are awesome. So I called them and I said, hey, we want to do this program, and we thought maybe we could do this and benefit y'all with it. And this lady was like crickets on the phone for a second. I thought, oh, okay. So she says, we have been fasting and praying for something like this to happen to us, somebody who wanted to do something like this. I went, okay, thank you, Lord. It was awesome. So I went down there and met the lady who I spoke with on the phone. And ironically, she used to live at my office. Her daddy worked for us like some time back. And there was a tiny house out there that this family of people lived in, this tiny house, all of these people. And she was a little child there, and she loved it. So that was kind of a cool thing. But so I go in, and it's like a beautiful place. It's in an old church in these warehouses we have in town. And it was the old cowboy church. So they have that building and the building next door to it, which they use for a warehouse. Man, that's a lot of space. So I see their little counseling offices. They have counseling and training for the mamas. They have a little boutique that is just so cute and pristine in there, with stacks of diapers and baby wipes and little bitty baby socks, just everything. Open these cabinets, and it's like stacks of prenatal vitamins and just all of these things. I was overwhelmed by it. And then this lady opens the door, and she comes in there. And she's the, I'm not going to get the word, sonographer. She does the ultrasounds. So she came in, and she was just all bouncy and just cute as a dang button. Had just finished doing an ultrasound for a lady, and it was cool. When I drove up, there were 3 cars outside with all these kids running around, and this big old mama out there, big old ready to have this baby. And I think there was a daddy or two, and they were fitting their cars with baby seats, baby car seats. I melted. It was awesome. So they showed me around a little bit and talked about what they did. And it's almost like twins. You know, you guys are just about twins in doing this. And I love that. And I love your name, by the way. So it was, it's incredible that the whole scenario with this type of an organization is close to my heart. My daughter attended the Katie Pregnancy Care Center when she was pregnant with my first grandchild. And so they loved on them so much, and took such good care with the mama, and the little training classes they had, and the little points that they got that they could trade in for the pack and play or the stroller or all the different things that it made the mamas special, that they earned this whatever it was that they got with their points, instead of just being outright given to them, maybe, or having to go ask mama to buy it for them or something. And that was special. And the loving that they give also to the babies.
You have to tell them about the little stuffed animals real quick.
In Brenham, there's a lady who is the mama of one of the ladies that works there. She crochets little stuffed animals, little baby stuffed animals. And the pregnant mama, when she goes in at some point, she gets to pick out a stuffed animal out of the basket, and it's given to, I don't know if it's a volunteer or a staffer, but it goes to somebody who prays over that little animal every day. And then when the baby's born, the baby gets the animal. She told me that.
And you
I
start
lost it.
crying.
Out
Patty's
on the
always
sidewalk,
crying.
in tears. She's looking at me like, yeah, I don't know about you. That was so, I mean, I just thought about somebody doing that same thing for my first little grandbaby, that care, that love, that extra Jesus smeared all over that baby. How cool is that? That is just okay. Yeah, well, okay.
I
Have you
know,
seen my coffee
Patty,
cup?
she gets so emotional. Well, let me just tell you who's on. I just saw a bunch of people saying hi to y'all. So let's just see. Look, who is that? Paralleling timeline. Pretty cool. February 1st. Yeah, I love that. I love how God
Emma.
confirmation on the things that he has for us to
Yes.
do. He is so great, and a lot of awesomes and a lot of Patty and Renee. Hey. Okay, let me see. Patty,
Mama Alice is here.
Mama Alice is here. I gotta go on to see this, but while I'm doing this, I'm gonna unmute Renee. And I'm going to have her to share, because doing this for ladies and families and babies, what does it do for your heart? I mean, tell us about it, maybe a touching moment or two, or what it does for you. Let me unmute you.
Okay, we're live now. Okay, so I will tell you, we were praying for our first client for like 2.5 years before she came in. Okay.
Aww.
So this was amazing because I get a call. Well, I was at the city council trying to tell them who I am, what I do, what we don't do, kind of deal. And I met this lady. This lady just started talking to me. Well, come to find out, the next week I had a message on my phone from this lady, Ann, and she said, my 25-year-old daughter is pregnant. Can you please talk to her? She's not living the right life, whatever it is. Like, can you please, her friends at work are trying to talk her into an abortion. She already has the day off for it. They're going to pay for it for her. Can you please talk to her? And I said, yes. So she called me, the little young lady called me. She told me exactly what she confided in her mom, what a great relationship she and her mom really do have. That was incredible. So she called me and she told me everything her mom told me. But then she said, when does heartbeat start? When does it start? I said, well, when was the first day of your last cycle? I looked it up on the pregnancy wheel. And sure enough, I said, girl, you ain't gonna believe this. And she goes, what? When does it start? I said, it's starting right now as we're speaking.
Wow.
Now, this was February 13th, okay? So I said, please come in the morning. We're all praying that this appointment sticks. She came in the next morning on February 14th, Valentine's Day, and even the heartbeat starts at like 5.5 days, okay? And as soon as I got her on the table for the ultrasound, here we saw that heartbeat and she just started crying. She's like, I guess I'm not going to Colorado now for my procedure. And that was amazing because one, you don't know if you're going to see a heartbeat at 5.5. It may be a few days after, but it was exactly as we said, that as we were talking, it was forming. The next day we saw it on Valentine's Day. So I always say a heart was changed, a heart was saved at her heart on Valentine's Day. So, and that little baby boy was just born to a pair of grandparents who had resolved themselves to think that their daughter was never going to have a baby. So now baby AJ is like 3 months old now, and they couldn't be happier. So I got a letter from Ann. Her name is Ann, the grandma, and she said, from the heart of a grandmother. And she sent me like a 3-page letter about everything and how she felt. So it's amazing to have God do stories in your center every day with every client. It's amazing.
Goosebumps.
What I love is that anybody can come and you just talk to them and you just tell them what you know. It's no pressure. They get to learn and participate. And I love that. I don't like the forcing people because in my mind's eye, Christ doesn't force us to live or die. He doesn't force us to be saved or choose not to be saved. So I don't like pushy. I just like, because in my opinion, the Holy Spirit will work in a person's heart.
Right.
You give them the information and they get to make the decision. And God is at work. See, a lot of people like to push, force. Because honestly, I remember being in a situation as a scared, pregnant teenager. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that about me. And a lot of people have been in my shoes that you don't know that about. But I remember and not feeling like I had anywhere to go, anybody to talk to, or anything like that. So I just love the cause because it starts there with helping the community, giving diapers and wipes to the families. And I think that when people experience the love of Christ, because that's what it is, when people experience the love of Christ, it changes things. Only He can change hearts. And so that's why we love Her Heart, Pregnancy Health Center, and of course, the one with the word empowerment, because that is what we are about right here. What's the name of your center, Patty?
Waller Pregnancy Care Center and Family Way Empowerment.
And that's what we do. We empower women. We educate the families. They're learning how to raise these babies. And I'm going to tell you, when I went to Renee's office, it's like the cutest little office. They have a little boutique where people can go shopping. And is it Anna? Is that her name? Yeah, Anne. I'll make her. I get the feedback. That's why. Anne made this, like, it's a little, the little baby bathtubs that you like put in the sink and you sit the babies on. She made it up. And I'm going to post pictures because I took pictures. But I wanted to introduce Renee first, and then probably tomorrow I'll post pictures. But she makes this beautiful little basket out of the baby tub, and it has a stuffed animal. It has a stuffed animal in it. It has little baby shoes, little baby toys, little baby blankets. It's the cutest little thing ever. And she gives those. They give those to the families there. So I just love that. And then she has the coolest lady, Jackie. This is my first little heart connection with the whole center. Jackie is amazing. I called. I told her what I wanted to do. She got so excited about the diaper drive. There's no mistaking her excitement because, that's like a gift horse, right? We're trying to serve. They're trying to serve. And what's better than hooking up with, we did the diaper drop before. I did the diaper drop before with Elkins High School for the Star of Hope. But I wanted to do it with a small nonprofit, like a neighborhood community nonprofit, not like a big national one. And so that's how we got here, right? Wait, let me unmute Renee. Renee, you got anything to say over there?
Really, Cheryl, I'm so thankful that you dropped by. You're absolutely right. When we come together, we're doing God's will, and nobody can stand against us.
Yes.
We are going, we're doing it, and
we're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it. That's my thing.
Yeah. So, Patty, any comments or questions? Or wait, before you go, hold that thought. Alice Richardson says, let me see if I can get her comment on here.
Mm-hmm.
The plans of man are many, but the will of God will prevail. The baby was in the will of God. Yes.
Yes.
OMG, what a heart-wrenching business and so full of reward. Good evening. It's amazing how God gives confirmation on things that He has for us to do. That's Stephanie Nelson. Hey, Pamela West. Pamela, are you in Brenham or Brookshire? Where is she? I don't know where she is right now, but she is in the rice business. We have a lot of ag girls, okay? Hey, Linda Lewis. Linda Lewis, been praying for you. Linda recently had surgery, and she's also helps her husband, caretaker for her husband. Joyce Hardy. Hey, girl. Hey. Look. Yeah, so excited to have you guys. Okay, Patty, were you going to say something?
I was going to say, I am grateful.
We are so grateful. We're grateful for all that you do. Because Renee, she does this and she has another job where she is a nurse practitioner in the medical center or somewhere in the hospital. Wait, sorry. Wait. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm a nurse practitioner in aesthetics, actually, in plastic surgery. So I
Yes.
get to be an artist and make people beautiful every day.
Yeah.
I really need some myself, but
Yeah.
I've been doing that for 17 years, and it really helps.
Yeah.
You know, I think I do this the 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm at the office Thursday, Friday, and it's perfect.
I just love it. So here is the information on her center. Her Heart Pregnancy, I didn't spell that right. Pregnancy Health Center. Wait. And that is the address and the hours and all of that good stuff. Let me fix that. Heart Pregnancy. I can spell. Yes, I can. And I'm actually going to show it down. There you go.
Good job.
There you go. So you guys reach out and give their information to and what other services do you offer? Let me get that from her. Go ahead.
Okay. So, of course, we do the free pregnancy tests. We do the free limited OB ultrasound. We do pregnancy counseling, parenting classes. We do referrals to OB-GYNs, STI testing, and other clinics, as well as referral for patients to get Medicaid. And we also do a post-abortion Bible study.
Yeah.
And we actually need advocates. If anybody would want to come to Manville and talk to the clients, then God can absolutely use you. But we do need some advocates. And we also have a donation bin in front in our parking lot. And if you have your house you need to clean out, you can put anything and everything in that bin. And they sell it to like family thrift store, and then we get half the proceeds. So that's really nice too.
I thought Anne was so funny because she was trying to tell me without telling me not to bring diapers from the dollar store. Not that they're dollar store diapers, they just don't hold. They leak, they come undone. So it's not the fact that they're from the dollar store. It's just that donate diapers that you would want to put on your babies and grandbabies.
That's right. That's right.
I'm just telling you guys. So the flyers are up in our page. So make sure that you send them. We've been getting Amazon dropped off before 5 o'clock in the morning some diapers. I was like, oh my gosh, it's not that serious. And then we've been getting Amazon people just dropping off because I also put it in my neighborhood Facebook page. And so I'm going to be posting it in a few more days. And we're going to do this until the end of the month. So guys, there's a lot going on. I know you have a lot on your plate. Public, Facebook, family, YouTube, friends, public, you guys. But please, please donate. We are blessed to be a blessing. And we are serving our communities like one baby at a time. And I'm telling you, I'm praying on these diapers before they leave here. I'm praying that these bottoms that they cover, that they're also going to be covered with the blood of Christ. Okay? We're saving souls here, y'all. This is important business. You may not think diapers are important, but you know what? It helps us to build relationships with families, meet new and different people, changing lives. One diaper at a time, ladies. One diaper at a time, gentlemen. You can donate also. Let's see what the comments section said. Thank you, Renee. May God continue to bless you and all you do. Who is that? That is my mom, Alice Richardson. Thank you for sharing your love and passion for helping young women. That's young mamas. That's from Pamela West. And I love that. When I tend to think of pregnancy help, I tend to think of single women. But these are families too. You know, it's all sorts of people. We must not, Pam's in Brookshire. The plans of man are many, but the will of God will prevail. The baby was in the, yeah, I love that. Okay. Any last words that you thought of that you'd like to share? Wait, let me get, Renee, any last words?
Well, I thank you all for your donation. We're saving lives. We're helping to change not only diapers, but eternal destinies by presenting the
Yes.
gospel to them. Given our heart is to help them and to give them love, hope, and support during this very vulnerable time. Because, unfortunately, when I was 17, I made a decision for abortion. I didn't have any help. And it was very, very difficult. And I just wanted God to use me, because even though things have happened, He can still use us, and He will use you no matter what. So all you
Definitely.
have to do is make yourself available. And you are a great blessing, Cheryl and Patty, and all the ladies in your group. I appreciate it so much being included in this. It was like a whirlwind. Her beautiful personality, Cheryl just came in and she just wanted to look around and talk to us. And it's been amazing, because we've had some groups, do a diaper drive or a baby shower, but none so dynamic as you, Cheryl. You bring a
Aww.
bright light, and I super appreciate it. It's been wonderful.
I
Yes.
appreciate you. You know why? One of the things I love about our community, the Beauty Box, is that I am going through a lot right now in my life, my health life, and just period. I run another business, I have a whole nother business. I have a family. I'm going through treatment at the time, but there's nothing better than doing what God says. Leave me your problems and focus on serving others and sharing the good news about me. That is all.
Yes.
That is how we are able to have supernatural joy that the world does not understand. How I'm so excited and on here and laughing and talking to y'all, going through everything I'm going through. That's God. God gives you supernatural joy and peace if you accept Him as your Savior. And we never want to leave without you knowing you can call, you can comment, you can message me, and I can tell you a little bit about that. So if you're having a hard time with this life, because the Bible tells us, and you may not have read the Bible, but it tells us this is a part of this human walk, trials and tribulations. God does not promise a stress-free, trial-free, no problem-free life, but He does promise to be with us through it all. And He is with me, and that is why I am so happy and hopeful. I have joy and peace that the world didn't give me, so they cannot take it away. Just saying. Question for Renee. What is your biggest challenge right now, Renee?
Right now, we would love some more advocates. We would love for people to come alongside of us. But not only that, I've got to start filling some primary positions, like a financial director. We're getting ready to have our first gala, or our first, luncheon, that is going to bring us some money in that we need. So yes, it's like someone to help us, not only talk to the clients, that'll come, yes, but maybe someone to help me with the gala, or to plan our banquet. So that's our next big thing. That's the last big thing we have going on.
That's nice. Okay, so you have Renee's information. So if you're interested in knowing more about what being an advocate entails, or all of that, please reach out to her. And I am sure she's a beautiful, amazing woman. And she has two women helping her that are both amazing. I'm telling you, that whole little thing. And once we get all the diapers here, I'm going to let y'all know, so we can, if you want to come with me, we can go and deliver them and take pictures and video and put it on our social media and all that stuff.
That would be so wonderful. Just spread the word. Just spread the word.
Yes,
wonderful.
exactly. This is when we supply the material need, God opens the door for us to meet the greatest need, and that's to witness to people.
Amen.
That's the whole point of it all.
That's the whole plan.
Yeah, that's the whole point of it.
It's a tool.
Yes. Any last minute words, Patty Payne? Hager?
Thank you, Renee, for doing what you do. It is
you.
awesome. There's not a greater thing than to help a brand new baby, to help the mama with that baby. It is awesome. It is it's awesome. I appreciate so much what y'all do.
I am so thankful.
And they are both, her and I know Ann, they're in our Beauty Box group now. We're going to get Jackie in there, of course. But
yeah.
So when we help each other, we get the word about each other. And it's just amazing how it all works, all these connections. I cannot wait to see what God is doing through this partnership.
Yes, me too. Because it was so fast.
Out of the blue. Isn't that funny? I love that I serve an out of the blue God, a God of
Yes.
suddenlies.
You
Like, you've been praying
Me
for stuff for
too.
3 years, and boom, just one day it calls you.
Yes.
It's awesome. All right. Love you, ladies. Good
Okay.
night. Let me see if there are
Thank you,
last
guys.
minute comments, because you know they probably don't like it when I don't read their comments.
Wait a minute. Which way do I need?
Any last minute comments, Patty, that you see? What does
Yeah.
that say, Patty? What does that say?
Sisters in Christ are sisters for life.
She gave me that.
There you go.
I love that. Okay. I love you guys so much.
Bye,
Give
guys.
diapers and let everybody know about both of our organizations. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, 5 and 2, the 5 and 2, 5 loaves, 2 fishes, abundance. Yes, love you guys. Y'all have a great night.
Okay. Bye,
Okay,
guys. See you
bye-bye.
later.